Hello, how are you? First of all, I would like to say thank you to all the people who inspired me this video, because I've seen many ideas for making palettes and I've joined them all together, and this is what I came out with. This is my own version. So we start off with this DVD box. So what I did is I opened it, I put a cardboard in between the transparency and here and the black part of the box, like that, and then I cut it with a very strong cutting knife. I cut it around here. It takes quite long, and I put the cardboard just because I don't want to cut this plastic. I don't want to cut this plastic here. Maybe you can see that I did some wrong movement. It's quite difficult not to get where the plastic is, but you have to try. And then after cutting this, what I do is that I realized that when you try to cut it, it's much better to do several strokes, one on top of the other, than trying to cut it all at once and doing it hard. You get better results if you try to cut it little by little. And then I took this out, cut it, and I'm left with this, the box with the hole and the plastic. This plastic is going to be helpful for the finishing palette. I went to a vector image place and I found this vector image which I like. I used it in Illustrator to shape it into the size of the box I prepare. I measured the window, I measured the box, and I came out with this thing. Then I cut it with a knife, and I cut it, I didn't want straight edges, I wanted it to be, you know, a bit funny, a bit more playful. So I know now it fits in here. Sorry about my English. I try to make my videos in English because I want to reach more people, but you know, sometimes my accent is not good. Sometimes maybe I use the wrong words. Here you can see the cardboard in the palette is coming out this way. I didn't like that, so what I did was I get this acetate. This is from a doll box. So I just cut it and to the size and slide it in between the box and the paper I printed with the design, and there it is. Now it's neater because the cardboard is not sticking out. For covering the edges you could use this kind of tape. This is quite wide, so you should maybe cut it in half. This way you also hold the acetate together to the palette. You also hold the acetate to the palette. I thought about which would be the best way to stick this to the palette, and at the end I thought the best way will be double-sided tape. I thought about contact glue, but I was not sure, so I measured the size of it and I cut it. Try to keep the edges neat. and I think this should be enough to hold it to the box. So here we are. We have this eyeshadow, depotted eyeshadow here, and that's it. A nice looking, groovy set palette. Do it yourself. It cost me nothing. Well, yes, this cost me €2, €2.50. And this I had at home. Well, you can count the DVD box, which is one I already had. So nearly, I only spent about €3 in this. And so now here, I can get as many eyeshadows as I need. So I ordered the colors the way I want them. They won't move. They won't fall down on the floor. So now I just put an order to this. Okay, so this is my cheap setup palette. Do you fancy this idea?